3, 2, 1.
Good day everyone, GarageKing here and welcome to the Snap-on November 2025 Holiday Gift Guide. Now keep in mind this is not the same as the flyer of the month. So within a few days I will have you November's sales. But for now we have additional sales and they are in November as well. But this is for a holiday gift guide and it makes me wonder, are we going to get 2 gift guides? I'm kind of wondering if I'm going to get one for December. But anyway, this guy knows best. So we'll see if he's going to tell me later on. All right. So first thing we have here for the gift guide is we have some toques. These are gifts just under $125. If you want to look at the price of the toques, you can see they are from about $22 to $25, depending on what style you want. I do have a Snap-on toque, and to be honest, it's really good. I do like it. Anyway, I won't say any more. Now, over here, we just have some socks. So what are the socks worth? They're about 10 bucks a pair, and you can see the, $9.85, $9.85, $9.85. And for the high rise, $10.60. So basically $10 a pair. Pick your poison, whichever ones you want, except for these, because these, let's get some focus right over here, Wool Crew. These ones are a little bit different. They're about $15. They're a little bit higher, and these are Wool Crew socks. So they're supposed to be natural heating and cooling. So anyway, a little bit more pricey for those, but you get warmer feet. Over here, we have a calendar that is $11.75, and for $3.60, if you really want to buy someone a gift that has Snap-on name on it, you can get that tiny little calendar. So let's move over and see what we have here. A horizontal phone case. It says Extreme Phone Protection. I don't know anybody that puts their phones in cases anymore. Mine just got a clear thing on it and just shove it in my pocket. But I mean, maybe if you're crawling around doing like rock climbing or blasting or who knows what, or crawling around under a big vehicle, I mean, I guess you could use it. What is that sucker worth? It is $53, so it's not cheap. Then we have a battery pack. That's right over here. Here's the battery pack. $120. Now, it doesn't say how many milliamperes it is or, its capacity, but it's probably pretty decent if Snap-on is putting their name on it. And then for N, we have a magnetic auto kit. It's an easy mount. It's $80. That's what it looks like right there. Honestly, I've never seen one in person and I don't even know how they work. But anyway, that's it. And then here we have your standard USB cables. I think you can get USB A to C and C to C. Yeah, there's A to C and C to C. It doesn't make a difference. They're both $34. If we pan down to here, we're going to skip this one because this is right here. Q, we got a 625 lumen mini project light. It is $115. And that's what it looks like. And doesn't this kind of look familiar? I'm just saying. And if you're wondering, yeah, the reason this looks so bad, well, I'm going to blame it on the new brake clean. They put some different type of acetone in it, and I didn't know. And anyway, it melted it also. I like to sort of use this as an example in videos. Be careful, guys, because that new brake clean, it's brutal. It's just brutal. Okay, so that was Q. We got to go back up because we didn't see this one, a letter P, 125 lumen pen light, and that is $90. That's the one you stick in your mouth. And that's what it looks like right there. And it's even got a comfortable, removable mouthpiece. The only thing is putting something in your mouth, if all of a sudden you get shocked or something happens, you don't want to chip a tooth either. So you got to think of that. If we go down here to the letter R, we do get a 60 lumen bendable light. That is $76. And that's right over here. There's a part number if you want. And then lastly, this is pretty, or not lastly, second last, I should say, this slim light. I'll try to get them both in the shot. This looks really cool, and it's 300 lumen, which means it's bright. It's $77. And I did Google what the average lumen is for an iPhone. It's only about 50, so 300. You're looking at 6 times more. I might consider getting this because I know a lot of times when I'm under a vehicle, it's just, bright light. You just really want to look at something tiny like this, a little pocket light that's 300 lumens. That's pretty decent. And lastly, we have this knife, Pop One Open, letter T. You can see I think it's like spring loaded, but I'm not 100% sure. And there you go. It is $100, Interstellar. So front opening with sliding mechanism button lock. Yeah, so I don't know if it would have a spring in there. Just probably, open it up like that. All right, let's turn the page. Let's just keep going because we've got some good gifts in here. So still under 125. Maximize your storage area. I'm always game for this. So A, B, and C, this is for your pliers. A, B, and C. We got 30-inch, 27-inch, or 21-inch. There's the prices, $75, $68, and 62. I think that's a bit pricey. I actually went on Amazon and I bought some that were much cheaper, and you can see my pliers. I was able to, you know, arrange them all and just sort of keep them all in line. I kind of ran out of room in my toolbox, so the big ones have to go there. It's just, that's where they have to go. But anyway, that's how mine fit, and I never spent anywhere near that. But if someone actually owns the Snap-on ones, I'd be curious to see just how much better they are than the Amazon ones. Next up, letter D, we have water pump pliers, 25% more adjustment positions than our leading competition. So letter D, and yeah, they're almost $100. Where are we? Right there. 10-inch adjustable water pump pliers for $98. So next up, let's slide down to letter E. And if we go over here for letter E, it is 8-inch universal hose clamp pliers, $67.75. They are 3-position. Just so you're all aware, I did buy a pair. I've used them a few times, and they do work really well on those spring clamps. So they do work well. And the springs never came flying out. I never lost a spring once. I can honestly say that. So that's pretty cool. Let's fly over to F and G. Now, these are the Talon Grip long nose slip joint pliers here. And one of the things that was interesting, maybe I can blow it up here or put something in, you know, just to show you guys. But it says a 7-inch model features an additional slot on the jaws to help with secure fuse removal. That's only for the 7-inch model. There's the price. 7-inch model is $78, and the 5-inch model is $68. Now, I did buy the bigger one right over here, and that is a LN47. So the 7-inch model is a LN46, so this one's a little bit bigger. And when you look at the jaws, you can see there's nothing there for the fuses. And, you know, to be honest, I find this one a little big, and you can see by its condition, I just don't use it. So maybe this one was not the best buy, and maybe I was just a little impulsive that day. But anyway, I wish I would have got this one instead. Letter H, we have Instinct Air Chuck, and that is $51.75 on sale. So it's got a cool little handle on it. Anyway, $51.75 is quite a bit. It's up to you. Next, we have just some shears. Those are $68, and that's what they look like. Those are the shears. So that's that page. Let's move along to the next page. And we're still under $125. Can't believe it. Still under $125. How does Snap-on do it? All right, so letter J, we have the Instinct Soft Grip Mini Tip Combination Screwdriver Set. It is $88, and you can see there's the colors it comes with, or comes in, I should say. There's what they look like. That's J. Now, if you're wondering, letter K, that is the pick set. Once again, same colors. How much is a pick set going to run us? That's $82. And then if we slide down to L, for $17, we have this ramp gauge. And that's what the ramp gauge looks like. So maybe for, you know, setting spark plug gaps and stuff like that on older vehicles. Could be like that. Next up, letter M. 10-inch straight blade striking pry bar. That is on sale for $46. That is what they look like. And it's got sure strike. So the blade extends through the handle. So you're not, you know, messing up your handle when you're beating on it with a hammer. And then letter N, up next here, we have the radiator hose picks. And those have the Instinct grip. They are $89, compact design. And you know what? I kind of wish I got these ones for $89. Because once again, I was impulsive and I bought the big set, and honestly, I don't use these, the really long ones. I find very, very rarely, and for the odd time that I have to use it, I can use something else anyway. So I wish I just got the simple set, but anyway. Scrolling down to letter O here, we have the tool organizing wrench ring, 12 rings, $57. And that is what they look like. And then if we go next, letter P, we have an industrial soldering kit right here. That is $86. And if you're wondering, it is a 25-watt soldering iron. So it's got 25 watts. So it's somewhere in the middle. It's not low where you're going to have to wait forever. And it's not super high where it's just going to melt everything right away. And then over here, we have some butane torches, letter Q, and the butane gas torches. They are $109 each. Let's turn the page, everybody. I don't want to hold you up, so let's just turn the page. Under $120, we're still under $125. Okay, so number A, it's a 2-speed fan. What an easy part number. Kafan. So just tell your Snap-on dealer you want the Kafan, and you're going to get it for $116. Then we have what I do like, some magnetic power mats. But first, I don't want to skip over too much. Letter B for $100. I think it's overpriced. It's just a hanger, maybe for your coat, whatever. Stick it on the side of your toolbox. Let's get back to what's exciting. The high power magnetic mat. You got two sizes, 8x11 for $100, or well, $102.50. And then a slightly smaller one, 4.5 by 4.5 for $40.50. That is what they look like right there. I don't have any of these ones, although I probably should. I'll give you a quick pan of my tools. Like, I probably should. I just have some junk here, and these would be good, but I must say, this is the one I like the best. I got it on sale. Hopefully they still make it. This comes out, you can carry it around. Absolutely love this thing. I use it all the time under vehicles, and it's like super, it's just super good. I just really like this one. But I wouldn't mind trying out one of these as well. Anyway, that's just my thoughts. If you have them, let me know. Let's move down. We got letter E, F, and well, let's keep to the gloves for now. So E and F. E's pretty good, $22.30 for some thermal knit gloves. You can get them different sizes. And then F, quite a bit more, and it's the Snap-on Plus gloves. These are $61, but they say they got rugged Armortex fingertip and thumb reinforcements. So anyway, those are the heavy duty ones. Next up over here, we have give your storage a facelift. So if you want to make your Snap-on toolbox look a little bit better, letter G, this is just a ring that goes around your lock to make it look pretty cool. And then you got these things that stick onto the bottom of your boxes. That's G, H, and I. And if we look at what they're worth, the thing that goes around your locks is $24.30. And then the magnetic drawer panel is $123. So quite pricey on those ones. Anyway, then we have a 4-piece premium care kit, $47.75. That's what you get. You get a microfiber cloth. Keep in mind, you got the Snap-on logo, and then you get some wax and cleaner. So anyway, that's $47.75. Last up, we have the Ultra Flex safety glasses, anywhere from $64 to $71. That is what they look like, and they say they're ultra flexible. So if anyone's bought these, I mean, I don't mind spending on protective equipment for your eyes and stuff, but how flexible are they? Like, maybe you can sit on them and they don't break. I don't know. That I would be kind of interested in, but still kind of pricey, but just something that would be interested. Here is just if you want to order stuff. And then what do we got up here? Now we're moving up, everybody. We're moving up. Gifts under $300. So right here, you can see these are for your sockets. This is letter L. If we pan over to letter L right there, we can see that's a 20-inch combination drive lock-a-socket tray, and that is on sale for $244. This thing, you're probably wondering, what the heck is this? Well, you can run a bunch of different things through this. It's not super cheap. It's $270. It's made by Blue Point, and you can use it for degreasing or applying oils, or also for solvents, so for spraying to clean things. So it's kind of cool, but it would definitely be very messy. You got to have a bay dedicated to use that. That's what I would say. Let's keep moving down here. Micro top chest, $153. You get it in 2 colors. That is what they look like. I'll post a little thing up. I wonder if this is the same one that I bought. I'm not too sure. It's at work, so I can't put it in a video right now, or I just show you what it looks like. But unfortunately, I don't have it with me. But anyway, I'll put up the link for the unboxing video. Maybe it's the same one. I don't know. Anyway, let's move on. Letter O, we got the dual action foaming soap gun. I think that's quite excessive. It says it reduces excessive soap, but I think that's an excessive price for $231. I just think that's a bit too high for that. I don't know, can't support that one, guys. All right, feeler gauge set. You can see there is your feeler gauge. They are color coded, which is kind of cool. You can get it in different colors. What is this feeler gauge blade set worth? $148. I mean, feeler gauges aren't cheap, but I didn't think they were that expensive. Mine are actually quite old, my feeler gauges. And these are the ones I was using a while ago. Who even makes these ones? These are like Har brand or something, or I don't even know who makes them. But anyway, these ones are good ones, and I think I got them from my dad years ago, so they're probably like a lot of years old, but they last forever. So next up, letter B, we have a combination screwdriver set. This one here is, you can see instinct handles. It is a 6-piece, and that's what it'll run you. $228.50. You do have your choice of colors. Next, we have a 7-piece universal brake caliper tool. It is a Blue Point, on sale for $279. That's what it looks like there. So if I show you what I got here, I got an old Mac one. I did pay, I don't know what I paid, probably a decent buck in the day back then, but nowhere near what they're costing now. And there's the pieces that mine has, and it works good. And I don't even use all these things. I probably use 2 the most, and there it is. So anyway, I think that's just too pricey for that type of tool. I think you can get a lot better ones on Amazon. Unless you're doing it every day, full time in the trade, then you're probably going to want a good one. And then last on the page, letter D, we have an Instinct mixed file set. Now, I think this is going to be expensive. Yes, it is. $293. So those are the ones you get. $293. Let's just move to the next page, everybody. So we're still under 300, which makes me very happy because I'm thinking of getting this thing, the solution for dark engine bays. And actually, I was thinking of using this for a lot of YouTube filming when I do engine work, not just, you know, doing car work, but when I'm doing my filming, I think it'll help more with the filming. So letter E, it is on sale. It's $298, regular $331, but it's 1200 lumen. If anyone has bought this, please let me know. It does 1200 lumen for, I think, 3 hours and 10 hours runtime on 150. So I'm really interested in buying this just because I think it'll help me a lot with my videos, and you can clamp it anywhere when you're underneath the vehicle. So I think I'm gonna actually buy this one. Let's move on to letter F right here. 525 lumen, slim rotating hand lamp. If we go over to the price here, it is $178. So quite bright at 525 lumens. You're still getting some good output on that. Right down here, letter G, you can see, get them both in the shot here. For $173, you're getting an angular light, 500 lumens again. So not too shabby. This one was interesting if we go over to H because it says UV detect leaks. So features white light, regular illumination, and UV light for leak detection. This is letter H right here. And that one for letter H, it is $153. Brightness, 200 lumens. If we slide down here, we can see we have a 700 lumen rechargeable battery tilt headlight. That is $177. And that is what it looks like. So pretty bright, head tilts, and is probably fairly durable, but only to be outdone by this one. This one's got light color temperature adjustment, and this one is 1000 lumen. So that's pretty good, $166. That's what it looks like. You can unfold it. I have something kind of similar here. This one you can kind of, where is it? I don't think it's on charge, but yeah, you can kind of unfold it and it sort of goes around underneath. These two come apart. And anyway, I use it. I do use it. It comes in handy, but mine's not a snap-on. All right, so let's turn the page. Let's turn the page, see what we got here. This one was really interesting, letter A, because now Snap-on's getting into the wireless charging lighting system. So it's actually wireless, like a mat. And you can see this one here, it's from 364 down to 328. It comes with a flashlight and a project light. That's what they look like. So there's the flashlight and there's a project light. Kind of looks familiar to like this thing, I know. Anyway, and then I guess you get your charger. So you get all of that for $328. It is handy to lay it on there, so I guess it'll just keep charging wireless and you don't have to plug it in. So that's kind of neat. I do like that. Over here, if we slide over here, we have a temperature gun. The only thing about this temperature gun that I do not like is the price. If we slide over here, we can see they want $445, and I am sorry. Like, you can get these so much cheaper. I just think it's ridiculous. I know it's probably really good quality, blah, 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 but I just think, anyway, that I'll stop right there and let's just move on. That one got me. Letter C, this is sort of what I would like and would like to get one of these. It is an inspection scope. So letter C right there, the video inspection scope, it is $615, 5.5 millimeter diameter fixed imager. So it is quite small. Next up here, letter D, this is a quarter drive micro impact wrench. It is by Blue Point, but they want a whopper $418. It is down from $464, but they want $418, and it's got 25 foot-pounds of torque. I haven't seen one in person, but it's probably like super tiny. And then what they do have, let's go down here, Snap-on Silhouette logo panel light. So that's $400, and if you're wondering what that looks like, it's this big light here. So anyway, $400 if you've, maybe for a man cave, might be good for a man cave. Lastly, on this page, we have one of these little pencil die grinders. It is a Blue Point. This is crazy. It's $347 twist action, you know, blah, blah, blah. It's got all of that stuff. I just don't think it's worth it. I bought this cheap one at Princess Auto, which is pretty much the same as Harbor Freight, and I don't know what I paid for it, but it was really cheap. And for the amount that I actually use a die grinder, like that you need a really small kind of pencil one, like I wouldn't go spending that kind of money, guys. So let's get to the next page. We're still under 300, or no, did I say gifts under 300? Still over 300? We're over 300 now. I apologize. If I said for this page we were under 300, I apologize, because we are now over 300. So anyway, we're over 300 bucks now. What we have here, letter G, let's start at the top of the page, is the creeper. It's $5.80. Now keep in mind, this is the heavy duty one. I don't think you really need heavy duty one unless, I don't know, maybe you're like sliding across gravel or something like that. That's what it looks like. I bought the regular one. You can see it's on the floor. Mine actually has the head that tilts up, so it's pretty good. And mine is just fine. Again, if you notice there, you can see some of the words are rubbing out. You know what? That's some brake clean. This new brake clean, I just don't like it. All right, so moving along here, the next three, we do have some helmets. So here's the price of the helmets. They are quite pricey, $700, $685, and $455. But we do not want to forget the under the dash creeper for $570. That's what it looks like. It is on sale down from $685, and this could definitely come in handy. Like honestly, I think whoever invented that deserves a prize, because that would definitely come in handy. And you know what? I was going to say that's it. We still have a page. So we're over $300 here. So what do we have here for these tools? Let me just check the prices real quick. Yeah, none of these are on sale, unfortunately. I don't know if you want me to go over them. I guess I will very quickly. So for letter B here, you can see we have a drill. It is the 14.4 volt. How much is that going to cost? $800. I know it's really expensive. Number A was the Monster Lithium Cordless Grease Gun. That's a tool only for $570. There you go. That's what the grease gun looks like. And then when we move to letter C, we can see we have the Micro Lithium Cordless 90-degree angle head mini drills. These would actually be interesting or I think useful because they're very small, although the prices are not that small. You can get the tool for $520, or you can get it with batteries and a charger for $875. That's what it looks like. You know what, to be honest, I think these you might need, or I mean, I definitely could have used these. That's all I'm saying. Space is everything when you're working on cars. Lastly, or not lastly, second lastly, letter D right there. If we look at that, that is 14.4 volt quarter drive hex toggle screwdriver. So definitely wouldn't pay that. Anyway, $815 with 2 batteries and a charger. Tool only is $435. So that's, that's that one. And then, actually, that was the last one. So anyway, hopefully you've enjoyed this flyer. I should be having another one in just a few days with the regular November sales, but it's interesting. We have a holiday gift guide for November. Normally we get them, for December, or they'll cover November and December. So I have a feeling, we're going to be seeing a few more flyers this Christmas season, because we got the November one coming out soon. I'm hoping we get a December holiday and then our regular December tool sales. Anyway, that is it for the flyer of the month. Hopefully you've enjoyed. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, I am GarageKing. Please leave me a comment below. Thanks, everyone.